Okay, so hi everybody and welcome to the next draft. I went 3-0 in I went 3-0 back to back and then I lost one. Not going to post that video. Somehow I ended up going 1-2 with a deck that had three um oh god, I forget the name. Anyway, I think it's Archaeologist is strong enough, but I'll just take a cow. I think cow is the strongest. We could have also picked a jousting lance and try to stay open, but I found this card can be very good. Okay, so I like Chronicler to take it early. I think this is very strong. I mean, it's good in any red deck. You don't need to be in a Wizards deck. Okay, now Nahumera and a Fire Fist. Ooh, well, Nahumera is very strong, and we do have a Wizard. So I guess I regret not picking Jousting Lance, but Nahumera is very strong. Okay, we can. Okay, now there's a Baird and a Jousting Lance. And white may be open. If I end up being in some sort of red-white aggro deck, I can see Baird being pretty good, but I'd just rather take a Jousting Lance at this point. Another Jousting Lance in a blink of an eye. All right. So now I think I'm going to try to cut blue because blink of an eye is just very, very good. And it's even better with Narumecha. Like if you have 6 mana, you can bounce 2 creatures. That's a pretty huge swing. So I think Tetsuko might be good. We already have. We might, if we open like a Karn's Temporal Sundering with 2 legendary creatures, we may play it. I don't think Mishra Self Replicator is something that is going to happen. We can also consider like another Jousting Lance, but I think I'd just rather cut like solid blue cards. And Tetsuko, yeah, like Tetsuko makes Glider unblockable. So now we can try to build something, and imagine Jousting Lance on a Glider. That's just solid. Uh, this type of deck can actually use one of these guys. Like, but no, but this is this is not a wizard. This is a wizard, and he becomes bigger with Narumeha. So Tolarian Scholar is something that's good. So am I? I don't know if I'm blue red or blue green. If I'm blue green, I think it's more important for us to have a Broken Bonds. But Kildan Overseer also works with Tetsuko, actually, so I will take it. Some good late white, but I'll take a Gift of Growth in case I end up being a kicker deck. I don't want to be a kicker deck at this point, but highest chance. I mean, the probability is the highest that that's what I would play out of those cards. I'll take this. No, I'll take a befuddle. With a Nahumera, I'll take a befuddle. Alright, we wield this guy anyway. And with the Chronicler and Narameha, befuddle becomes like a reasonable way just to draw cards if you need to. 7 mana draw 2. Alright, I think this is unplayable in most cases, except where we're desperate to deal with an opponent's splash. Alright, I'm really happy now. Like this is exactly I'm taking this over Fiery Intervention. With so much good stuff, I might even wheel Fiery Intervention. Yeah, like easily. But slam dunk, Fire Fist Adept. I did say that we will be able to play Current Temporal Sundering with 2 legendary creatures, so I see no reason not to play this. Can you imagine taking this and bringing it back with Gitsu Chronicler? So now I'm prioritizing Gitsu Chroniclers. Of course, it's unlikely I'm going to have 10 mana, but if I do, I can go Naro Mecha and then Karn's Temporal Sundering and take 2 turns. Right, this is instant or sorcery. Yeah, instant or sorcery. So it'll copy anything. Now, double red is awkward, but with the Jousting Lance, I mean, we're still. It's very possible that we're going to end up being an aggressive deck, so I'll take a Covenant Raider. It's also great because it lets you loot, and you can even loot the funnel that you don't need just to have something you can bring back with a Chronicler. Skizik is something. Wow, Skizik or I think Cloud Reader Sphinx is more important for our deck. Overall, no question. Like Skizik can be um, like an absolute on curve bomb, especially with something like a Jousting Lance. But I think this is just so much stronger. Cloud Reader Sphinx is a very important card. Time of Ice. Wow, so much good green stuff. So green is definitely open. Yeah, we're getting kind of cut on red, but we're still being fed really good blue cards. Like I'll take a Time of Ice. Um, yeah, like Time of Ice with Sentinel. That's the combo. That's what you want to do. As the third trigger is on the stack, you just bring it back. End of turn. So I have 11 creatures. Um, I would like an Arcanist because he makes my Karn's Temporal Sundering and Blink of an Eye play better, and he is a wizard, so he gets pumped by Nakumara, so definitely something I'm happy to take. Yeah, our deck is looking great, and we still have one more pack to go. With 2 Arcanists, I'm more likely to play Unwind in a deck like this. Sure, Syncopate is something Chronicler can bring back. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get like even 2 Atalas. I don't think anyone is playing Wizards. I would love to see in Bolus's clutches. Joyra is the red blue legend, but it's kind of weird because Joyra, she's red and blue are not really historic. teams. So yeah, here is just an IC manipulator. I'm not gonna try to splash. Yeah, I see so much better than trying to splash this, even with the legends that we have. We're not even sure if we're playing. Well, we're playing Karn's Temporal Sundering, and we should be able to get another legendary creatures. I think most likely. So let's see. No, this is not the one we want, unfortunately. Wow, kind of nothing for us here. I'm never running four scholars in my deck. I'll take a Halar. All right, Fire Intervention is excellent. Very happy with that pickup. Probably cut. I really don't want to play this guy. All right, this is good. This is an upgrade from Scholar. I'd love an Aban. We can still theoretically get one. All right, well, now I'm getting just way too many of these. I certainly don't want that many in my deck. Because I don't have any card draw. That's unfortunate. Really hoping not to play him. So with Karn's Temporal Sundering, I think another Tetsuko is more important. Jousting Lance is a bit out of place, I do have to admit. Well, maybe not. It doesn't go well with, oh, nice. Yes, so happy we got a divination. That is just excellent. Yeah, now I'll drop a befuddle. Oh, and we get a turtle. Sweet. And a Get to Chronicler. Wow. What's more important for our deck? I think this guy's more important for our deck. I'd rather bring back Karn's Temporal Sundering than have a hexproof creature. Yeah, I'm more likely to play the first run amok than the second Syncopate. Ideally, I don't want to run either one of them. All right, I'll take a menu with Dominaria because why not? Rescue. Actually, this is a deck potentially for rescue. You can, yeah, maybe. Yeah, like you can replay Chronicler. You could do a lot of stuff. All right, I'm actually happy with this deck. Let me tweak it a little bit, and we'll see what the final build looks like. There is one pretty cool possible combo. No, actually, it wouldn't work. I was saying you could. I was thinking if you could flash back Nahu to copy Syncopate, but it wouldn't work out that way. All right, so what do we cut? How much historic stuff do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Too low. I think the pick is down to like a Keldon Raider or a Syncopate. Keldon Raider is a bit awkward because it's double red. I could also just try not to be cute in a deck that's trying to be somewhat aggressive and cut Sentinel, but I think it's such a good, cool combo with Time of Ice that it's worth keeping him in there. I guess I'll cut a Syncopate. No, I really need blue. So 10-6 is actually, I think that's right. Now I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go 10-7 because I need double red for Chronicler, and that's a critical component. So I do want to play 17 lands in this deck because there are mana sinks. Yeah, like Divination, 2 Arcanists. This, yeah, we want to have access to mana. So, all right, let's run it like this. All right, so our opening hand kind of sucks. We have 2 double blue cards and no islands. Yeah, let's not look at that. This is, I guess, better. Yeah, I'll actually keep him on top. I need something to do early, and he's a 2/4 with Narameha, so I can potentially just sabotage like an attacking 2/2. Yeah, like I said, Keldon Raider could be very awkward in a deck. He's double red, and you want him. You don't. I mean, he's still like okay on turn 6. That's not what you want to be doing on turn 6. You want to be casting Karn's Temporal Sundering on turn 6. So nothing to do. We're just hanging out. I guess I can attack. Yeah, odds are he'll want to use his Lawnmower Elves, and I would just miss out on getting in a point of damage. Yeah, there's no reason to loot there because our hand right now is perfect. Alright, happy to trade these guys off. Mm. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. That's why, I first picked Cavu in some of my drafts. He's really strong. 5/5 Vigil's Trample. That's the green Sarah Angel. I'm gonna just flash Narumeha. Maybe try to pick off an attacking Stronghold Confessor. Yeah. But with Narumeha, I can actually double block Cavu with Arcanist and Fire Fist. Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, so I can't double block now. Alright, so I take 6. So let's go. What do we care more about? I think I'd rather kill the mana ramp, the ramp creature. No blocks. I'm in an awkward spot because I should, I should chump because opponent may have a Gift of Growth. It's more likely to be in a green red deck than in a green black deck. But it's of course awesome with anything that has trample. So I just have to play as if he doesn't have that card in his hand, which means whenever he can respond, he's going to attack. I take 5, I go to 3, and then I find something that can triple block Cavu, or even a divination that can maybe draw me to something. Okay, at least now I can triple block Cavu. I'm down to 3 life. There's no reason to try to sandbag Chronicler, hoping to get something. You need him out there to try to block. Eviscerate. Oh boy. Yeah, well, I was gonna do it because yeah, because that card is ridiculous, and now I really can't block. I have to throw something in front of him. I have to throw at least 2 creatures in front of him. Wow, this is so nasty. So because he's got trample, it's not enough for me to absorb. Yeah, I'm just dead. This way I don't take any damage, but I just lose 2 creatures. It's ridiculous. Very strong, sir. Very strong. Yeah. All right. Let's go to game two. All right. Unwind and a syncopate are coming in. And I'm taking out. All right. I'm going to take out Keldon Raider and something else. Honestly, I think Lance has the least amount of synergy in our deck. It's a great card, but I don't think we're going to win if we're playing it. Like, I'd rather just draw to some of the other higher synergy effects in my deck rather than draw to just an average card. Fungal infection. Vicious offering. All right. I'd actually prefer a vicious offering to a fungal infection there. All right. So I can double block that with two scholars. Not too worried about him. If our opponent has some removal, yeah, I am going to take quite a bit of damage from him, maybe 2 or 3 turns. All right. This is actually not too bad. So we go Fire Fist Adept. And take out the Lon Else. Then we double block Untamed Kavu. And he can only kill Fire Fist Adept with Untamed Kavu. Of course, if he goes Phyrexian Scriptures, not much we could do. And to be honest, I will continue because when you're playing against just an amazing standard playable mythic that's just on the whole incredibly powerful, I wouldn't be very hard on yourself judging your deck as being too bad. If you're losing, like if I lose to a Lyra or something like that, of course I'm not going to be I'm not going to be as critical on myself for something like that. All right, so that's a clean 2 for 1. Yeah, opponent got me and he gets to deal 2 damage. So this is a problem because opponent's got 9 power on the board and I have 10 life. Yeah, talk about being between a rock and a hard place. Like playing Narameha does nothing, playing Talarian Scholar does nothing. I guess it could take one more turn and 9 points of damage go to one and syncopate something, but that just seems so bad. I would need like to make somehow two plays next turn, which highly unlikely. Yeah, that's not going to do it. All right. Let's go to game two. All right, got him all this. It's just terrible. All right, better. Yeah. If we can get to 5 mana, Cloud Reader should help us scry to one of our legendary creatures, and then we can set up for Corn Temporal Sundering to bring it back with Chronicler, but we need 2 mountains for that. I will block. Yeah. All right. That's always scary. This is a very strong card. All right. Again, if he has Run Amok, I don't really care. Yeah, no problem. All right, one more turn, and then we can get Cloud Reader online. Our opponent is down to 2 cards. Okay, now we have a way of dealing with Black Blade, but I don't need to cast it now. Let's just go Cloud Reader. All right, let's skip through those. And we pass. All right. So it would be pretty cool if we can go Nahumara into Karn's Temporal Sundering. So I think I'm not even going to attack here. Well, yeah, I'm not going to attack here. I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to block with Nakamura either because I can go Karn's Temple Sundering next turn and then bring it back with Chronicler. I'm hoping opponent just doesn't attack. All right, sweet. All right, so I'm going to go Karn's Temporal Sundering now. All right, target player takes an extra turn. That would be me. Oh no, let's try that again. So target player, and let's return the more expensive creature. Let's get in there with Cloud Reader. Okay, we didn't find a mountain. That's unfortunate. So now, we can't bring back Karn's Temple of Sundering because it exiles. Duh. Well, so we can just try to kill our opponent. What we can do is we can go Fiery Intervention on Goblin and then just attack with everything. I think that's better. Let's just try to win. When I draw a mountain, I can bring it back, but here I want to do as much damage as possible. And I'm likely to draw, like, even if Blackblade becomes a problem, I'm likely to find a mountain for Chronicler to get Fiery Intervention back and then just use it to destroy an artifact. All right, so that worked. Yeah, read the card, dumbass. Listen, it's still good. It's still worth playing in our deck with 3 legendary creatures. So we didn't see, we just saw like a aggressive red deck. I think we're okay like this. We should be able to find, we're on the draw, and we should be able to find an island for divination. So let's keep this. I'm pretty confident we can find an island. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. So I think it's better to play a Tetsuko here. Yeah, and we can go divination next turn. We can try to hold divination for turn 7 to try to draw 4, but I think it's overkill. I'd rather just make my creatures bigger. All right, now I can play Divination, and I won't have to discard anything. Okay. I actually don't mind. Well, Kelvin Rate is very good, but I don't mind getting down Glider here, and what? All right, let's attack first. All right, this is not the most mana efficient play, but I like having an unblockable 2/1. Given what I have in my hand, I have bounce. So, all right, well, not sure why opponent conceded there. I guess I'm really kind of tempted not to post this video because I feel like opponent just got mana screwed or something, or maybe really flooded. I don't know. I don't know why he quit there. He had a bunch of lands out. Let's see how the third game goes, and then I'll decide. All right, this is an excellent opening hand. We can bring back Divination with Chronicler and just win on card advantage alone if our opponent has a slow start. And it looks like he mulliganed to 6. All right. All right, so nothing. So let's go to Tsuko. Yeah, honestly, like I'm never thrilled or God forbid anything like that, anything close. Whenever my opponent is, just like mana screwed or has just a very strange hand, like all colors that you can't cast. Sometimes that happens, but it felt like he quit a bit too early. Like, what if I just draw all lands for the rest of the game? The probability of that is so infinitesimal, and I appreciate that. But you shouldn't. But there's no reason to give up. All right, so I'm kind of tempted to protect Tetsuko, but there's not much I can do here. So let me just play a Jousting Lance and pass. I'm not. I need to block because I could fall very far behind very quickly. I mean, in this case, Carl's Temple Sundering will bounce one of the two knights. That's one reason to kind of just take an extra 2 damage here. But the difference between like going to 14 or 16 is significant. Like especially depending on if our opponent has like a big 5 drop. So I think I will just block here. Well, that's a shame. really is. But we can try. We can flash in Sentinel to kill one of the tokens next turn. All right, we got another one, so maybe we can still come back. But we're gonna need to do something about that Pegasus Courser. So I think I'm actually gonna attack here. As crazy as that sounds, there's really no reason not to. The knight's gonna have flying, and I just want to get Tetsuko online now so I can go Karn's Temporal Sundering next turn. Yeah, exile Karn's Temporal Sundering. Probably should have put the Jousting Lance on the Sentinel, to be honest. Yeah, I think I missed 2 points of damage here for no reason. Okay. So he probably would have blown it up anyway, so it wouldn't have made a big difference, but still, it was a mistake. We need to find like a fiery intervention to deal with Pegasus. All right, let's just go Karn. Oh, yeah, well, let's try that again. Target player, permanent. So unfortunately, all I can do here is attack for one. Of course, you want to go off with. Oh, I can't do an attack. Oh, so sad. Yeah, you want to go off with this guy like when you have some flyers in the air, just dealing consistent damage. But here we have to do something. We have to we have to try to stabilize. I think I need to go Chronicler to get Divination now. And I should play a land. I shouldn't sandbag him. There's really no need. I guess we can attack and pay one. So next turn I'm going to take 3, and I have 1 turn to find something with divination. 1 more turn after that. All right. All right, I can deal with all this stuff. I just need to kill Pegasus Courser. So Kelvin Raider can even let me loot 1 time, but I'd rather just cash divination in for 2 cards. Even a blink of an eye is good here. Buys me a turn, draws me a card. Yeah, that's not it. All right, so let's go Keldon Raider, discarding a mountain. All right, that's something. That is definitely something. So can I attack with anything? I think I can. I think it's safe to attack with these 2. Or just let's attack with 1. To be extra safe. But there's no point in just sitting back. Yeah. Let's try that again. I'm actually okay now. And I can get a big turn in with Keldon Overseer, stealing my opponent's Pegasus Courser to give Keldon Raider flying. All right. Still, that's not that big of a problem. So I take 3 more, but hopefully this is the last damage I'll take, and then I can just kind of try to make a comeback. And even if even Keldon Overseer can keep getting in for 3 damage a turn. By the way, that's something that, in fact, can we go Icy Keldon and tap something down? I think we can. All right, so we need 5, 8. Yeah, we have more than enough. So let's go. Not kicking it. All right, what's going on? You can argue this is a greedy attack, but I don't think so. Yeah. So And now we just have to make sure to tap Pegasus Courser at the beginning of combat, and we should be okay. At least for a few turns. Okay, not a problem. So opponent does not have any attacks. He can throw away his Knight of Grace to deal 1 damage. Doesn't seem very good. Alright, so let's get in there with let's only get it with just Keldon Overseer. I think that's safer. Oh, come on, why do I keep doing this? Yes. And we'd have enough mana to go Glider, Blocker, and pass. Okay, alright, well that's gonna kill me. That's very unfortunate. I don't think I have any way, I guess blink of an eye, but no, that's not gonna do it. That's unfortunate. No, oh yeah, and I tapped my own. Alright, well anyway, that's that. Let's go to sideboard. Yeah, I'm not sure if I had outs there. I don't have any ways of destroying enchantments, I don't think. Yeah, blink of an eye would only save me for 1 turn. Okay, so I kept my hand. Opponent casts Adventurer's Impulse, finds a swamp. Okay, opponent casts Divest. My guess he's going to remove Chronicler. I would imagine, yeah. And a Compass. All right. Honestly, I prefer to just go Glider here and get him for 1. Okay. So I think this turn we will go divination because we want to keep hitting our land drops. So we're just going to attack with glider. All right, so we actually have access to fire intervention with Arcanist if we need it. Uh, I can just play Scholar and double block it. If I get another island, I can also play Tetsuko. Okay, so just get it for 2. And next turn, if we get a land, we can kill Confessor with Fire Fist Adept. Attacking with both, so he's got maybe Gift of Growth. He wouldn't be attacking with Corrosive Ooze if he didn't have anything, so double blocks are not going to happen. I guess my best block is like this. So that way he just trades Gift of Growth for a Scholar. Or he loses a creature. Or he attacked by mistake, I guess. He's saying oops. Well, honestly, okay. Well, that's fine. Yeah. I'm happy getting trading a Gideon's Reproach for Scholar. That's still a 1-for-1. It's not a 1-for-1 I would make, but it pulls me down with Fire Fist at it. In fact, I'm tempted to. Uh, no, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go Fire Fist Adept and attack for 3. Okay, yeah. So honestly, at that point, what do you do? Maybe it's better to just losing a Corrosive Ooze, but no, it's not because at least that way it's a 1-for-not. It's a 1-for-1. So I'm doing 6 a turn here, which is 3-turn. Yeah, 3-turn clock. I should save my bounce because my opponent has Chainer's Torment. So Blink of an Eye is an important card in my deck right now. Okay. So we can next turn we can just go land, Sick Whip, Glider, and attack. Yeah, we're ahead of the race right now. And what does it mean to be ahead of the race? It means that if we just keep trading 3 for 3, he's going to get to 0 before I get to 0, right? So yeah, I still think it's better to just go Lance. Let's put it on. Kind of tempted to put it on Arcanist in case my opponent has another Gideon's approach. But I with one card left, I'm just going to put it on Glider. I think it's worth the odds. I also may need Arcanist for mana for sorceries. So that's another reason not to equip him and to equip Glider instead. Alright, so no Gideon's approach. He could have also had a fungal infection. That would be pretty nasty. Okay. I may even fire intervention Confessor now, just to make sure I stay ahead on the race. And then I can double block Thallid. That seems alright. Okay. Now that I got a blink of an eye, I'm just attacking with Glider. Uh, so I'm tempted to just bounce Jousting Lands back to my hand. That way my opponent does not gain 4 life. I could recast lands, but then I take 6. And I go to 5. Still think that's a better play. And what else am I doing? Fiery Intervention on Stronghold Confessor. Okay, I drew a Cloud Reader 6, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, I could theoretically consider jumping here if I really want to preserve my life total, because of Cloud Reader Sphinx, it's going to be difficult for them to get through. But I don't think we're that desperate yet. And if we draw a land, we can go Cloud Reader and Tetsuko, and then double block the Blue Talon. Even if my opponent has a Gift of Growth here, I'm still not dead. All right, good. So let's go fiery intervention on this guy. So I'm looking good right now. And Cloud Reader Sinks will help me make sure I'm, not hitting lands, just to have things that can block and continue pressuring opponent. All right, I need to go for the double block. We saw the Gideon's approach already, so I don't know what he may have. He's probably thinking he needs to kill Tatsuko, or he's dead in 3 turns from Glider. So if that's the case, it's a reasonable deck. If that was his goal, and if he has a spider or something, he can hold back Glider. Mammoth spider. Oh, okay. Well, now he can gain 2 life, and Cloud Reader can block Omnivore, but I'm still gonna hold back Arcanist. I'm not gonna block with him. I mean, I'm not gonna. Well, I can't attack with him anyway. Yeah, that's silly. Anyway, let's just get in there. And let's go Sphinx. All right, let's put that on top and put that on bottom. He actually becomes a 3/4 off Mecha, so that's even better. Right, we pass. So if opponent attacks, I will just chump block with Arcanist. Okay. All right, I think a Syncopate is better than a Kelvin Raider. Again, the double red is really awkward. I don't have too many mountains, and often it's just a deck card. Yeah, that's a keep. The reason why Syncopate is good if you're on the draw is that you're always going to be 1 land drop behind your opponent. If you're both hitting your land drops at the same time, what that means is you're more likely to get value because then you're just directly trading up for mana. So let's say next turn I play another mountain. I play like a mountain. What do I keep saying mountain? An island or a mountain for that matter, whatever. I'm probably going to play Tetsuko because he can block Land of Grace. But next turn, I could keep up 3 islands and use 3 mana to negate a 4 mana effect. So that gives you a small incremental advantage. You need to actually be able to capitalize on it. Just because that happens over the course of the game, it doesn't mean anything. But uh, if your deck has synergies and if you're able to get those incremental benefits like 1 mana advantage off Syncopate, kill their 6 drop with your 5 drop, and so on. Yeah, like Fire Intervention is like 5 mana. Let's say you get their whatever, some five, like, let's say you get Kazaroff with this. So you're trading 5 mana for 7 mana. That's also an example of incremental advantage. All right, so he got us with fungal infection. That's pretty strong. I'm just going to run out Scholar to block Knight and Sapperling. We're both also low on time, but all right. With Karn's Temporal Sundering in my hand, I'm willing to bet opponent's going to take out that Suko. And that sucks because now we kind of got 2-for-1. Now the only card in our deck that lets us cast Karn's Temporal Sundering is Narumaka. And we have only a 3% chance of drawing her every turn. But we did draw a Journey Mage, so I'm not going to complain. And if my opponent is missing land drops, I am going to attack with Tolarian Scholar. Because for as long as that Knight of Grace is on the table, Journey Mage can't attack. Okay, no attacks. Okay, Lance is good. We can also keep up Syncopate. We can play Lance. This is pretty good. Yeah, my opponent's... do I care about this? With Lance, I really don't. I'd rather find a better target. Yeah, so I'm going to equip Scholar and get in there. So my opponent needs to throw the Knight of Grace in front of the Scholar to trade. And then next turn, I can have a 5/2 first strike attacker and keep up a Syncopate. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good. I have removal. I have a counterspell in my hand. Most likely we're going to win this. I have a good feeling. Even with Karn's Temporal Sundering being a death card, our opponent is just so far behind right now. So if he hasn't loved the Divine, I can Syncopate it. Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's what happens when you miss land drops. Doing a little bit of a shameless self-promotion. All right. Potato web. I don't get what that means. So my guess is opponent needs to start jumping now. Sampling. Yep. I would do the same thing. So unless opponent makes a play, I can actually tap both of those. I could tap one at. I guess I could have also tapped an opponent's land, but that would have been kind of too dick of a move, if that makes sense. I'd rather. Okay, okay. Yeah, so now I can make it so that if opponent wants to chump, he needs to chump with a more premium creature. Who knows? We might win on time. Also, I have a almost a full minute advantage. Okay, so okay, okay, that's something. I'm not worried because I can keep the creature tapped down. So let's go tap this and attack with both. All right, that's strong. Any attacks? No attacks. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense to attack there. Why not? So let's go 1, 2, 3. To be honest, I'd rather just get the damage in. Yeah, this is actually a problem because it deals 5 damage to him, and I can take it out with Fiery Intervention. So, oof. Unless my opponent has something else, I think we're in good shape. All right, that's something, but it's not that strong. So attack with both, I guess. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to do that. So now I can't. My opponent can't even double block because of first strike. Oh wow, and Chronicler. So let's just go Fiery Intervention on this guy. Uh, I guess I can play around Gift of Growth and tap Baird now. Attack and pay 1. Yeah, it makes sense. It's probably better than going to one. So now I can bring back a Fire Intervention, and I still have a mana left. All right, that is a little annoying, I gotta admit. And okay, that's a big problem. That I will need to that I will need to keep tabbed down for sure. All right, so I think the plan is we're not going to attack with Scholar. We're going to try to win on the clock. Almost got under a minute, 50 seconds. So I think we're better off flashing. Yeah. Bringing back Fire Intervention is better here. Yeah, this third match went a long time, but honestly, I think I would win even um, without the clock. And no attacks. All right, tab down Courser. So my opponent doesn't really have good attacks except with that Bloom Ballad. And even then, it's not. Yeah. All right. Well, it's not a 3-0, but it's still good. Hope you guys enjoyed it.